Hello boys, Kulayoshi here, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we left a decent, link on the world trying to do some stuff. We completed a bunch of side quests, got a couple more side quests, then got another few more side quests on top of that, and more importantly, we did some of the challenges in this game. For the start of this video, we're not going to actually do the quest that I mentioned. We're actually going to go all the way back to Colony 6 and get some upgrades done. This is something that I've been waiting to do for a while, but now I'm finally able to do this. And I grinded like crazy to set these up too. And even that's not enough. We still need a lot more stuff if we're going to continue on. So anyways, we're going to Colony 6 here, and we're going to build the housing up by one level to level 4, which builds some more in the messed up area, and even a couple of no-pawn houses get built. We've built 5 houses, a housing block, and a no-pawn house. Nice. And we get some experience for that, for some reason. Then commerce will go up by 1 level. And that increases the amount of stores that we have, and another store gets built, of course. So Colony 6 starting to look more like it's for a shop, and a new shop is also available in Colony 6. And that has also drawn a good crowd to us, apparently, hence the achievement's name. And we have a population of 63 now. We still can't do anything about that extra silk thing, though. I actually found out some of the items that you are required to get are even later in the game than I expected. You're required to be around level 60 to 70 to get them, but the way you get them is from Bionis Lake of all areas. You actually have to go into a higher leveled area to kill those guys. So that essentially blocks off that area until we get to level 70 or higher. Okay, well, now that we're done with this, there is one timed quest that I do want to get out of the way that's rather annoying, so we'll have to deal with the random RNG for a little bit. So in case you are wondering, this is a specific timed quest. You can only get a spawn of the specific creature thing you need when it is thunderstorming. I initially went up here when it was thunderstorming, but before the actual thing was completed. So it ended up being bad. And the only way to change it is to just enter menu, change time, increase it by 2 hours, then go to the next one, go to the menu, change time, increase it by another 2 hours, and you have to do that non-stop until you trigger a thunderstorm. Also, because it can randomly rain in the game in addition to thunderstorming, it won't actually properly thunderstorm half of the time, so I like to call this troll rain because it's literally just regular rain. The actual item I'm looking for will only happen during a thunderstorm, and that is completely RNG when it happens, so this is my only cheat I was able to find to make it go a little bit quicker. You simply change time, upgrade by 2 hours, change time, upgrade by 2 hours, wait a few minutes, and I do it again. And you essentially have to do this non-stop until there you see finally a thunderstorm appears. It's a little bit of a cheat, but yeah. And of course it's RNG, and then you go all the way to the end here and you finally find that. The thunderstorm also has a side effect of removing that big baddie that normally lurks around the area, so that helps out a lot. Okay, so that finishes out that probably the most obnoxious quest in the area. Any quest where we have to deal with monsters like that is just crazy. Now, I do hope you enjoyed the last video, because that was definitely a challenge, doing all of those big challenges. Before, we kind of just showed an introduction on how to do it, but that time we actually did a lot of the challenges. It was definitely a lot harder than I initially expected. It's definitely a not easy thing. Now, if I do actually redo that one battle, I probably could have done better with Shulk in the party instead of Ryan and maybe a Himmler. But at least our armor was set up correctly. Is that a tear of the sky? This is the first time I've ever seen one. It's so beautiful. There's no way she'll forget me. There it is. Okay. Okay, with that quest done, I'm gonna change back to the character I want, which is nothing really different. I'm gonna party exchange you for Melia, and later I'll probably exchange Ryan for Shulk at the very end, because I do want to have Shulk at the end again. Shulk just happens to be the best leader for most of these. There's a good reason why you put him in so many of the fights, because most of the time he does the most damage, because he has the most overpowered attack setup you can use. Take this. So now we have to take the Tyros guy to a mysterious character called Bazanatras, or I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Don't ask me, some of the names in this are really weird. But before we actually finish this, we're gonna go in and collect some more ether crystals, which we now have the tier 4 of, so if we grind enough, we could probably get a higher rank of the tier of those. So we're gonna just follow the exclamation points and see where it takes us. Will I finish the game? Probably not, but I'd like to at least get some stuff done. Oh yeah, right. Oh, what the frick? Something just took, okay, okay, I'm not sure what just happened, but I think the enemy just fell down again. I've seen enemies fall down in other stuff before, but that is a first. This is so strange. I've never seen this before. An enemy literally fell down off the side of the map when his bot was moving around the aim. Like, his literal bot was moving around, and that caused him to fall down for some reason. That is the strangest damage I've ever seen. And because enemies can take fall damage, technically, that means that he just does stuff. Not sure what happened, but he literally fell down the screen, took a tiny bit of damage, similar to how we did right there, and then, yeah. The stupidest thing about it is we didn't even hit him. He just kind of walked off. I'm not sure if but that's probably been the dumbest spot I've ever seen in a while. They straight up did not do anything. And it looks like the Amik monsters do respawn. It's just that I think they take a longer time to respawn than other characters. Well, that is a unique monster we unfortunately already fought, so we are not going to go for it because I don't care about it. I will, however, go for the crystal and try and use some lure tactics to get him away from the big guy. And if not, we'll just run away afterwards. I will say, Fiora's new setup is definitely amazing. The fact that she can have a lot of damage is just really impressive. Don't you dare, right? I'm super close to the enemies. He might trigger the battle anyway. Immediately, I use the feint to knock him down, get him not knocked down, and then he gets knocked down again. That's so strange. Yeah, just as I thought. Again, we already took this enemy out in the last video, so we're just gonna run from it. Whoa. Goodness. So whenever an enemy... So apparently enemies critting like that will cause you to pull out your weapons even though you've not selected attack. Okay, good. He's out of the way. We're gonna drop back down. We're gonna collect our loot and our NL out. Good, okay. Now, yes, there are some stronger abilities we can use, but we just haven't been able to use many of the stronger weapons. We've gotten some 80-90 weapons. We could equip them and get more power, but like I said, we can't really use many different weapons here because it's really strange and definitely annoying, but yeah, we can only use some of the Mechon specific weapons because there's so many Mechon here that we just have to do it, which is kind of unfortunate. When I'm feeling down, I go talk to her and she listens to me. It's so cool. She could be like, oh, this is a new character. I think some new characters appear straight up as you get more popularity points with the editors in each area. I'm trying to get trade, but it keeps on doing stuff. Okay, what do we have here? Maybe one wheel liquor, I guess we'll do. We have plenty of ice kiwi fruit, so we can trade for that. Just to balance out our inventory a lot. And we also will especially go for stuff that's in the ceiling. Okay, this... Sometimes Saitaki does not come out right. That's sad to say. Okay, this is new. Oh wait, this is the back gate, or is it not? Yes. So you're to trade. Oh, that's a new one. I think that's a new one, so we're gonna trade free, Okay, let's see what his quest is. Miki wishes to fix the key safe for Kasai. She's right, we've been fighting for far too long. The precious keepsake that broke was a handcrafted ooch. Steered to us because my husband and I made it together. Okay, you just have to collect some bronze wood, really. We already collected a lot of it, but we don't have enough because we don't have enough of the stuff here. Ooh, getting an oil oyster from redoing that. I actually think I have enough. I don't know, it depends though. Forward to see you again. Maybe it was only 2. I didn't see. Oh, no. Okay. It's just glitched ass. Okay. That seems like a new item, so I'm gonna check here. Is not. But the Rainbow Slug is, so we'll finally finish off our Fallen Arm collection. And yes, we've been focusing on the Collectopedia quite a bit. In one of my other files that I recently started, I started focusing more about in the Collectopedia. Like, I actually straight up have a strategy where in the first area I get all the veggies to get Quick Step and then immediately equip it to Soak. That makes the first half of the game so much faster than had I not do that. And I'll go ahead and finish off this one since I can get a gem for it. No reason to finish off any of the ones that don't have a gem, unfortunately. Okay, well, with that done... Alright. Alright, we still haven't finished that one quest from before. It's nice that the quests are a little bit lesser than last time, because holy crap, we were doing tons of them last time. It felt like every time we got one quest done, another one would appear to take its place. Okay. Power Drain is a very large radius, by the way. It tends to draw aggro on enemies from areas that shouldn't be. Like, I've drawn aggro on enemies that are right next to me when I use that ability, so that they don't seem to like that, which is good to know. Okay, so what was the thing again? Quest, oh, that's because there's two quests for it. There's a resolution for one character and a resolution for another. Actually, that requires stuff on the Mechonis field, I just noticed. And also, yes, we did do a lot of grinding on our other characters. So, that's why we have so much stuff here. And yes, like, oh, I'm kind of being silly now at this point by just saying stuff over and over again, but I'm not gonna lie, like, we grinded a lot of our experience points by just killing enemies nonstop. The higher an enemy you kill, the better. He's starting to become not really the best with sup, so I'm just gonna do whatever, because I don't really care what they get. For Choke, I'm just focusing on Monado Arts. This raises the effect. I'm just gonna do enchant by one level. Tempest Kit by one level on you, and even Slayer up a little bit. You're gonna do heal counter and heal bullet. You're gonna do... I've been able to use Freezing quite a bit, so I guess I could do that stuff. But right now... doing that one's probably the best. I'm just saying that because I don't know which one is actually the best. Okay, back to Mechonis Field. In Mechonis Field, we should hopefully see a little bit more of this stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. So, I wanted to come back here anyways, because in the last video, we went through Mechonis Field quite a bit, but now we need to continue through it a little bit. So we're gonna advance the storyline at least enough to the point where we're going to continue that first part. And also the runaway spam again, because that's what I've been doing. When I initially did my grind, I went here and fought these M68 A4 grunts, which were on the Mechonis Field. So yeah. Oh, and we get to see this, I guess. This poison is essentially instant death. And we can't go to the map when we have this. Like, I'm hitting my map button, it doesn't work. This is not... This isn't just the... this isn't just like an obnoxious death. It's an obnoxiously show death. And now I have to go for all that again. You know what? I'm going to this instead. I think this was probably going to be an easier starting spot. But yeah. In case you didn't already know, this is the inside of the Mechonis thing itself. And I was thinking of maybe progressing through enough in the storyline to the point where we are able to continue to the next floor at least, but not enough that we trigger the final boss battle, because I do believe the final boss battle would be here. Though, it depends. There might still be another area beyond this. Of course, to be fair, we're still not in the full area yet. We're still not in the Mechonis capital. Well, that was unfortunate. Because of the way that thing worked, it seems like there was a Bondsword wear, but then it despawned somehow because of my other things that I did. Great. Gosh dang it, this item will probably be easier to get on this floor, to be fair. What was the way to go to get up there, I wonder? I forgot. I know there are better ways to get around this place, but I just preferred to run in the middle of everything. We had a chance to get one of those items too. I assume the Bondsword's just a rare item that only spawns once in a while. Okay, I should follow the storyline for this next part. All of the battles and an attack comes out doing 0 damage. Okay. That's not the way to go. I initially went as far as I could to try and trigger that scene, but I did not trigger that, unfortunately, so we are gonna go deeper into this area yet. Alright. Yeah. And by the way, I'm not changing party for quite a little bit, mostly because I want certain characters to get friendship, and I also want to have Fiora in the party more anyways, because Fiora's been out for pretty much most of the game. Okay, here's where Bondsword can be attained. And that completes that part of the quest. Alright. I'm not going to do the same problem as I did last time, though. We need to go through and actually follow the storyline for a little bit, so we're gonna go through this floor. We don't need to grind because, like I said, I already killed a lot of enemies off screen. Grinding anywhere beyond this would take a longer time, and I could probably just get some of the levels from the quests, so that's why I probably don't need to do it. Oh, one of those is a elite enemy. I'll probably fight it later when I have a level or two, though. And the thing's getting freaked out. Don't think we'll be able to skip this one. Yeah. Anything that's too close to us, we can't skip by running away, but everything else we can. This is because hitting the switches is locked to whether or not you're in combat. Which is how they try and prevent you from running away in certain spots. Very similar to how Final Fantasy VII does its running. In fact, in Final Fantasy VII, Remake. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, you hardly can run from anything at all. The only things you can really run from are stuff that's normal and... Oh, what's this? Ooh, we need reinforced jets. Oh, that was what, from the aerial guy? Oh wait, no, yeah. We go down here, jump down a little bit. Do the trick where you grab onto the area repeatedly to prevent yourself from dying from fall damage. Okay, there's a location, but nothing really good. Okay, that turns that on. 0-0, of course, because it's doesn't really do anything. And yes, I do have some treasures over there that I wasn't able to pick up because I reloaded the area or did something else, but that's fine. I can always pick them up off screen. So, my major thing that I'm going to focus on here is not necessarily on all the direct quests in Mechonis Field, but simply the ones that require... But one that requires all those memory pieces from before. Because that's sort of story locked since we haven't gone through the entire area yet, so... For this video, we will try and finish going through the entire area this time. As far as I know, we're on the final area of the game, though I could be wrong. There's still so much left of Mechonis to explore, potentially like the head and a couple of other stuff, but it really is up to Also, let's see. Looks like we can get from the back to the back end from here. Oh, no. Looks like we're on the lower side. We need to find a way to get to the top end for that exclamation point up top. Still no landmarks, man. Sometimes I feel kind of obnoxious going through this entire area only to find no landmarks. But yeah. And yes, for once we're actually doing the storyline for a little bit, because, yeah. We had a little bit of fun from the side quests, but I feel like some of the videos have just become very boring to watch with, like, just doing side quests and other stuff, but I have to do them if I want full 100%, and I can't even check if I have 100% or not. That's why I'm not actually labeling this as 100%. I might label it as that later when I know exactly how to collect stuff, and if there's anything that, stops, me from completing 100%. I may have to do that. Yeah. Well, that's a big boy. Not just M88 something else, but M91. Goodness. That's a new enemy, so we should just take it out for the fun of it. This should probably be what we start with, since with the bigger enemies. Just because we can get a lot of debuffs on them. Okay. Got him. What does this guy have? Tough part L. Well, so far, nothing of really good use. Okay, Scout. I think this is what we want from that other quest, because he mentioned about needing some kind of thruster thing. Whenever you get a quest that shows the future of a different quest, then it feels like you should try and kill them. And I do remember killing this guy when I got that, so let's kill him and see what we get. Okay, that time we did not get it. It's a random drop, of course, so we can't be pleased to get it every single time. Okay, what's down here? Couple of items and items, but not on the looks of it, no storyline progression down here. Oh, except for this. Okay, this does look like a secret area. I'll go ahead and pick up whatever is at the end here, since it's really not gettable anywhere else. Usually these items tend to be rare. Yeah, that it feels new. Then we'll get this crystal. Crystals are all at tier 4 right now, which is really nice. Yeah. Definitely fun. I will say, though, the next video before this is probably going to be more interesting than the others, because it actually involves doing a challenge part of the game, which by the way, is one of the hardest things in this game. Like, I was able to do it decently well, and then I started failing at around the other end. I don't want to go through a retry of the different playthroughs. Because remember, I'm not cutting out stuff until I get rewards, so I can always just do those challenges later. I could even, like, do the ones that are the free challenges with just having a different party and then doing that, and then it should be easier. As for what's probably the strongest team to use in battles, I think Shulk, Fiora, and a mix between Melia for some of the Ether enemies, and otherwise, I guess, just Dunbad are the best party members. Because, by far, those are the characters that I've seen do the most damage. And in terms of the leader, Shulk is usually the best just because you have more control over what he uses. And you can use stuff along with Mechonis gear to make yourself immune to some of the characters. Is this guy gonna do the exhalation thing? Okay, looks like he's not. That's good. And the bulkhead controls. Ooh. The bulkhead controls look like they're guarded by something, but there's actually a little cheat we could do here instead. Actually, we don't even need those guys. We just go straight to the power switch from here. That was literally just an optional set of controls. Okay, so that activates the controls behind that, which gets part of the thing done. Move everything but the M gun, who's kind of stuck. He's trying to move, but he's not going. That's kind of strange. It looks like this fiend is unfortunately guarded by a boss, so we're gonna have to fight it regardless of whether we want to or not, but we've done a lot of grinding, so it should hopefully be not too terrible. We also have a couple of new ones we can fight. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can actually skip this fight. This is where we'll have to use a lot of our strength that we've built up to deal with stuff. Obviously, we're going to kill the minions first, followed by this, and use focus attacks to make sure we're targeting one enemy at a time. That's probably the most useful command out of all of them, is to make your characters attack one at a time, because then that means the enemies die way quicker, because instead of just focusing on a mixed amount of them, we can take them out one at a time, which helps. Nice switch at the end. Okay, we didn't drain his strength yet, so I'm gonna wait until I drain his strength a little bit. Naked Glow 5. Wanted to wait until that, just so that the damage would be a little bit more, which we kind of made it work well. It's not really good, though, that we are not getting special bonuses. As far as I know, it's kind of based on crit damage and also RNG, whether or not you get an extra attack on your fiend or not, but yeah. Unless I was, by the way, kind of silly on how to skip that, I assumed that was an unskippable encounter. That guy was literally right in the area that we need to do, so we have to activate this, for sure. And that opens a big mysterious door over to the right, which will complete the quest, which will allow us to enter the second half of the area, but we're still not done with that yet. There's one area we still have yet to go to, and that's a trick skip, by the way. You're not supposed to be able to jump down there, so I'm technically using a trick to get that done. Just barely able to reach that. And what does this do? This just activates a little circular pillar thing, which opens up a shortcut later into the map. It's nice that we are able to at least find a couple of short shortcuts on this area, which is good, because I need them. Okay, so I think on here is where we'll be close to the enemies. We'll just drop down here. Okay, this fight is not required, because watch this. I'm just gonna jump on this thing, and the moment you grab onto something, all of your aggro is immediately lost. So that's a pretty cool trick you can use to skip fights. In fact, if there are any fights nearby that have a climbable fence near them, you just climb the fence, and that's really all you do, and the encounter is skipped completely. It's a pretty fun way of skipping certain encounters. Okay. Again, it looks like we may have to fight for this item. Unless we can cheat trick it by going all the way around to the right. Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, so that's a skippable encounter. We'll go ahead and load up on the crystals. Alright. I was able to collect one item, but unfortunately not two. That's fine now. We're gonna remove aggro by triggering this. Okay, we can warp to this to skip a part of that. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we're gonna get on this bridge area thing that makes this go really quick. I'm gonna hop in between it, by the way, so I can get all the items on here. Just because I'm really aggressive today. I really want to get all the items. Okay, good. We nearly missed that one again. That had been really bad. Okay, now we're on the outside of the Mechonis. This area just gets bigger by the minute, by the way. Now, the boss we want is at the top, but we're still only about halfway there. We don't know when the capital will be reached or whether or not we'll reach a new area or not. Since this is storyline, we can only hope. I assume there's no boss battle up yet. That's what I assume, though. It's probably not going to actually be like that. Ooh, we do have a character here. Sim. It says, okay, he just told us how to get up. So it says use that machine thing on the bottom, it'll carry you up to the top. It looks like there is a storyline here, but there's also a shop nearby in the middle of this Mechonis field area. Of course, we're still continuing it, even if it's a storyline progression, because we're still trying to get to stuff. Actually, we're nowhere near it. So we have to use these little machine things to go up to the top. Similar to the geysers we did before, but only a little bit different. We'll go ahead and trigger this just for fun. It's probably not a full storyline trigger because we're nowhere close to it. It's just required, I believe, to get that.
Don't look down. Anyone know where we are?
Other than high up.
Maybe somewhere around the thigh?
The thigh? You mean we ain't even halfway there yet?
Stop moaning about it. Look, we can make camp over there. Let's rest for a while.
Let's rest for a while. Good idea, Shulk. And suddenly we are teleported all the way over to this area, wherever we are.
Fiora, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I feel a bit like I haven't got used to this body yet.
Okay.
But please, whatever you do, don't tell Shulk about it. I'm sorry, Dunban.
Don't worry about it. Back when my arm was injured, it was you who took care of me.
I'd almost forgotten. It seems so long ago now. Thanks, Ryan.
Doing a spot of maintenance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sighting's been a bit off lately.
You know, Meko let us have some new parts. I could make you a new rifle if you want.
Thanks.
Oh.
But I want to keep using this one for now.
Shulk, get a clue, man. It's more than just a weapon to her. She can't just throw it away and get a new one.
Yeah. I suppose so.
If she let anything happen to it, I bet she'd get a whack from old Atharon.
Yeah.
Doesn't my man ever rest?
Not a chance. The lives of everyone in the colony rely on the defense force.
Never
For any reason, I
past,
will keep on fighting.
past scene from the
Never know when
past,
the
scene
Mechon will
from the
strike next.
past.
No, but I won't let anyone else die. If only I had more power.
Stop it! Gado, it's not your fault!
We lost 30 men in Fortress 3 alone.
Listen to me. Nobody knew that so many Mechon would come. More people would have died if it wasn't for you.
It's not about reducing casualties. We lost 30 men. And we've lost the fortress. Those men died for nothing.
Would their deaths have meaning if we'd won?
Yes. At least they would have died for something. This is the end now. It's either the Mechon or us.
Well, right now it's us that are winning, because most of the Mechon have been destroyed.
The last man standing. I'll take them down.
And remember, at the start of the storyline, the Homs were supposed to live in peace until the Mechon came. Most of our storyline has been just trying to kill all of the Mechon.
Hey, Ryan.
And then it's changed to this, and now we're trying to take out Eagle.
Of course. What are you asking that for?
At any cost? Even if it means giving your own life?
Giving my own life? No way. I can't do anything if I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna take down the Mechon and survive. And there's no way I'm gonna lose Shulk, Fiora, or you along the way. We're all gonna win this and get out alive.
If only we all thought like you.
What do you mean?
It's charming.
What?
We should get moving. We don't have to.
Ryan, did you rest well?
We don't have time to moving
About
around.
to re-enter the Mechonis. Brace yourselves.
Got it.
Oh. What is that? Dunban. I'll eat. Dunban knows. And he just leaves.
Dun, you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my imagination.
Yeah. Okay, well, that triggers something else. Well, we'll start by triggering whatever exclamation point gets us to something else. Which didn't take too long. And what I meant by that, and I meant exploring the landmarks. So yeah, just as I thought, we didn't finish the thing even if we wanted to. I knew that much. Now we're going to reach the halfway marker of this part. But first we need to go down this lower ledge area, past the spot that we did here, and over to this next spot, because if I'm correct, this will house our final set of that memory piece for that mysterious quest, and it'll also let us continue the other quest as well. So with that done, we'll probably finish off this video by completing a lot of quests. I'm gonna complete it similar to what I did before. I will make sure I have every quest in my inventory at all times, then claim every quest later. So if we head all the way over here, we'll see that there's a mysterious field down here that we cannot access for normal means, but we can, however, fall down the area, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oop. Little too much. This is kind of a tricky one. Think of this as a challenge like the other thing to get to before, but now only a little bit stronger. By the way, had we not done that quest marker thing, we would have been knocked back all the way to something else. It's actually kind of cheap. And remember, we got up here via a warp vent that kind of just shot us up, so we don't really have a good way of getting back down, so the only way that I know of that is safe is to slide down that thing. So from the looks of it, we're gonna have to keep doing that until we land on that exactly. We almost did it on the first try, but of course we had to hit a specific marker. Annoyingly enough, it is very precise on how it actually works, so it's kind of annoying, to say the least, but as you might have noticed, there are some quest people down here, so we absolutely have to do it. It'll probably be a guaranteed landmark as well. Okay, well, I know how to get through that now. We'll just use the tap to move instead, and that's much easier. We also got bronze and wood while we're at it. So that'll reveal an entrance to a secret area, which we can climb up via this upward section. And if we go in here, we find a completely secret area, the Mechonis Refuge, which is also needed for a side quest. So yeah, that's something. And we found bus tracks. Okay. That finishes that part of that quest. I really want to thank you. You came all the way here to find me in Zerkot's present. I want to make you a pair of my special boots, but I think I might have to give up the idea. I just made a pair for Zara. I used up all the materials I had with me. Can't leave to go Ainur. I need reinforced jets and reinforced plungers, which we already got. Cool. Have you got the materials? Great. Can you hold on a bit? They'll be ready soon. Nice. So we get a set of boots for these, but who are they for? That's the question. What a relief. And quest completed. The M100 Greaves. We're here to observe the Mechon and keep the village safe. It's a worthwhile job. I can spot even the slightest movements. So, just watching, I'm not able to strum. Sorry to ask, but could you destroy some Mechon for me? Ooh, so there are the actual, battles. Revolutionary Bion and M60 Infernal Coquerel. So yeah, that's essentially our challenge quest. We're gonna ignore these this time. We need to go to the end as fast as we can. Can we do a trick here? Okay, well, we can kind of get up to this upward section, but I'm not sure if we can actually go down there. We'll try anyway. No, alright. Most of this has to be done normally in that case. Oh, and a surprise. And we got more storyline quests. And we got stuck as well. Okay. Okay, well, this opens up a lot more of the area for some stuff, so we could do some more grinding if we want to. Okay, I'm gonna use this, because this is the most obnoxious one. I want to figure out what that is first. Oh, no, it's even later on in the storyline, so we'll have to wait until quite a bit later before we'll be able to complete the quest. In that case, this part of the storyline is gonna be probably done. I guess the least we could do is purposely go to the exit, even though we don't have access to that yet. Because doing that will probably give us another landmark. I'm starting to be a little bit smarter about these landmark locations, like I said. I didn't know that whole quest area was also a secret. Ooh. Must be a very good secret for it to be kept a secret for so long. Okay, never mind. Unfortunately, looks like we can't find a shortcut to go all the way through there. Also, that has taken us close to the top 4, so we are pretty much almost all the way done. But anyways, we'll go back here, finish some other quests that we weren't able to finish before. Again, the quests don't show up immediately because you have to wait until after. This isn't good. I can't just leave my work. Oh, it's you again. Remember, I was locked out of my house. Thanks to you, I managed to fix the door and get back inside, but when I got in, my precious mechanical flower was 13. Collect some pure water. I don't think that would have appeared unless we had done that right away. Okay. Fire broom scales he wants. That's the second character in the quest series that needs some stuff. At least that I know of. Okay, that was nice.
What do you need?
The number of monsters has gone down thanks to you. Ooh. And another one. Thing is, I've been wiring it straight with my body. It's impossible to become a Han, so why not a strong Mechona? I need a strong body for my rescue missions. Need to be able to stand up to those monsters. Solar Antle Fires. Ooh. 3 out of 5. Not quite done. It's one of the few that I had to use to get part of the ones done. And that's a fake exclamation point because we actually need to complete a secondary list of quests before we'll be able to list stuff. Okay, well, now that's done. Change time to nighttime, which I like to do at 0 just because it's more funner that way. I'll bring out one of the other quest persons that was out, I believe, at the time. Well, actually, no, wait, no. Maybe not. Let's see what I have to turn in, actually, and then I'll figure it out. Nope. Nope. Silver Antle Fires I could do. Pure water I could do. Cause that... Oh, this is the resolution for father. M66 trick. Oh wow, okay then. Looks like there's nothing left. There's nothing left in terms of quests that I know of. Except up mysterious exclamation point, but I know that's for other stuff. Actually, even better, I can skip one of the quests completely because it's one of those quick ones. Literally teleport to this location, get the item, and go straight back to here. Okay, so the mother's... Now we have to bring back the character that I wanted. So back to 8 p.m.
Welcome.
So I know you must have gone through a lot of trouble to get it, but it looks like it'll take more than pure water. I hear you can make it by mixing electric upper tiers and pure water. And we have enough electric upper tiers by quite a bit. Because we've been grinding that out like crazy. Alright. Take this key. What is that? Ooh, we got a new item. The Mechonis key. A secret item. I'll find out what that gets used for later, because it looks like this might be useful for something. And just to show you, if we talk to this guy, he just says random stuff. Oh. Wish I could get used to this gun. Oh, this does have a quest. Which is really strange, because it showed as a normal exclamation point, but yet... that didn't seem correct. Okay, well, now we're done enough of the stuff. So, anyway, jeez. I'm going to be saving now. So, anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll continue progressing the storyline even further, because apparently the Mechonis field is still not fully done yet. So we're going to try and press that. So until then, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.